Let's get into it in Doom Scroll of the Week. Queen Emma, can we show the real ones what I'm talking about?
My man thinks this is weird. This is a water ice, and this is a pretzel.
Oh, girl, say less. That is a Philadelphia version of French fries in a milkshake, and I stand by that. I can honestly say that I do not do the dipping, but if you ask Big Ed McDevitt if you should have water ice with a soft pretzel, he will say every time, without fail. He used to, if I'm not mistaken, Dad, don't quote me on this. He used to, when he was little, as like a little entrepreneur move, he would go to his uncle's pretzel shop, get pretzels in his wagon, go to the water ice store, get tubs of water ice, and then go down to the factories in Kensington and dish it up. But you're supposed to have soft pretzels with water ice. Everybody knows that. Sweet and salty, guys. Sweet and salty that's what it is. That's why this is the most Philly, because she just showed you the Philly version of French fries milkshake. I'm just letting you know. Queen Emma wants to know what the weirdest food combination I do is. That's a great question. I don't know that I have one. Hold on, this is going to be one of those, like, you're going to put the clock on the screen. I have to have something. I wish you had asked me what my sister's weird food combos are. There was a period of time where my sister, Emma just wrote into the rundown, what are your sister's weird food combos? I've always been a very standard food combination person. I would say maybe the weirdest one I do on a semi-regular basis is apples and cheese. But again, it's that sweet and salty. It's like your own cheese board. My sister went through a phase where we thought she needed to be. This is so, Aubrey, I'm so sorry. Is this the episode where I out my sister? My sister likes to pretend like we're not related. My sister likes to pretend like we're not related. I think just so that she doesn't get dragged into getting asked for signed items from my husband, which, like, dude, I get it. I do not blame you. But my sister, she went through a phase where my mom thought that she needed to be tested for vitamin deficiencies because of the weird shit she would eat. So her most common was that she would slice an avocado in half and put yellow mustard on it and eat it with a spoon. The other one that I found just one step too far was she would open up a can of red kidney beans, rinse them, and then pour balsamic vinegar on them. And again, eat it with a spoon. So, yeah, Aub is good for an odd combo. It was not me. Off of weird combinations, my favorite Philly specialty, aside from a cheesesteak, we will regularly still go to Stock's Bakery for pound cake. If you don't know about Stock's, you should. It's that might be my favorite Philadelphia specialty. We also used to go to Swayaki's for kibasi. We should one day do a segment on the pronunciation of Philadelphia things, because Swayaki's Polish Meats is on Salmon Street, Salmon, as in the fish, but it is Salmon Street. It is one of the biggest arguments of our marriage. And when Jason didn't believe me that it's pronounced Salmon Street. There's a whole thing. Cheesesteaks and the pronunciation of Philadelphia streets are two of the biggest arguments of which is honestly not that. This is pretty. I feel pretty good about that. That's it for Doom Scroll of the Week. Before we roll my conversation with Leanne Kreischer, it's a tradition as old as time on this show. The toss to the ad read number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Lovevery. I'm very excited to introduce the real ones to a brand we've been fans of for a while now in our house, Lovevery. We have been subscribed to their play kits since Wyatt was a baby, and it was like a cheat code for what toys we should be having at certain developmental milestones. This is the type of box that really lights our fire. I've actually got one for Ellie's age range. Should we dive in? A little NGL unboxing. Now, one of the things that have stayed tried and true in our house are all of the books that come along. We still hear about Zoe's bath time all the time. If you know, you know. There are also these amazing little booklets in here that tell you how to play with each of the toys. One of the other toys in this box, in this specific play kit, is puppets. And not only are there multiple puppets, but you get to choose their emotion. This is Bennett right now looking very wary about getting a baby sister. We can also just feel pure bliss when we're not pregnant anymore. Explore the play kits at lovevery.com. That's LOVEVERY.com. And GL listeners can get an exclusive discount, bargain shop, on their first subscription order by entering code Kylie.
In a new episode of Not Gonna Lie, Kylie Kelce, Travis Kelce's sister-in-law, was the first viewer to laugh and be excited when she shared her feelings about the couple's outfit that her brother-in-law and his girlfriend Taylor Swift wore at the Coachella 2025 music festival. With her friendly and equal style, Kylie entered the studio with a radiant kiss, and immediately, the topic of Coachella was brought up to the conversation table after the MC gently picked up the iPad and showed off a photo of the couple creating a sweet beauty in front of the festival's charming Ferris wheel. Have you seen this picture, Kylie? Look at Travis. The host laughed loudly, pointing at Travis's green hat and black sports jacket, comparing the couple to Taylor Swift in a gentle but outstanding Gucci dress. Kylie didn't mince words about her excitement. I saw it. I'll be honest. I was crazy about how they coordinated their outfits. I texted Jason as soon as I saw the picture. I was like, look. Your brother-in-law is finally coordinating his couple outfits. Kylie said with a laugh of fantasy. They don't have to dress alike, but they're perfectly matched. Kylie continued to break down the couple's outfits in true Coachella fashion. Taylor looked chic, sophisticated, and still very Coachella. Travis kept his own style, masculine, sporty, but still very in. And that hat? It was the perfect plus. I think Taylor chose that dress to create a soft, gentle look, and Travis played it cool by having her be the star while he was just the background, and this background is so cool. She also revealed that not only fans but also Kelce's family have been stirring up in the family chat. Scott, Travis's dad, even sent a heart-shaped sticker into the group chat. Jason wouldn't say anything, just put a sunglasses emoji icon, like, my brother is drunk. As for me, I'd take a screenshot and stick it on the fridge. Taylor makes Travis softer, and that shows in the way they choose graphics. Talking about Travis's change since dating Taylor, Kylie shared in a sentimental tone, I love how Taylor brings a more commercial version of Travis. She's always been bubbly and funny, but when she's with Taylor, Travis is like a chilled-out person, climbing a mountain and still being natural. That shows in the way they present themselves in public, even in their outfits. No need to pay, no need to match,